So that's pretty awesome. So there is Hingham over my hat now. That's Hingham, and then Hingham Shipyards, and then Weymouth, basically, and then a little bit further back would be Quincy. So greetings and aloha. It's Mike's from livemyassoff.com, and we have made it to Grape Island. One of the best places in the whole entire world. I used to drive my boat up on that beach there. We used to hang out on this island for hours, sometimes days. Sometimes we'd cruise up here and camp for, I'm trying to think the longest I've ever camped. I can't remember. It used to be me and my boat getting ready to beach it right here at Grape Island. Yeah, anyway, so great memories, and able to make new memories too. You probably can't see it way up there in the distance. That's Gracie underneath her umbrella in the Adirondack chairs. And give you a little bit more perspective from up here. Pretty nice way to start the day, enter the day. I think we pulled up probably about 10 o'clock, and the good thing is, take your trash in, take your trash out, leave only footprints. It's a good way to live, actually. Now, as far as I know, they don't offer tours. They might, though. I can't remember what the island manager does in total. His name is Mike, as it turns out, and he lives right up the street from me, near Wanders Drive in Hingham. For those of you Hinghamites who know where Main Street is, Prospect Street, Wanders Drive, Lizelle Street, he's up off there. So Department of Conservation and Recreation, that's what DCR stands for, and sadly they don't have information here. Yeah, when I was a kid, man, they had a lot, especially in the summer, they would have like full-on tours out here. I remember the island managers, they would make these solar things, they put them out there and there, and I'm not talking like solar electric. They would have places, or they would make, like, take a bunch of glass and they would make like a solar oven, and they would make cookies and make people cookies. So that was pretty cool. This was a house. The foundation years ago. Oh, there's a plaque. So obviously it must be official. You know what's really nice is, like, the sun is really, really hot. The air is kind of sticky and humid. But the minute you get in the shade, man, there's a little breeze. It is nice. Grape Island Residence. Pretty cool, right? I don't know, little parts of history are always interesting. Especially that of all the things they're gonna write about the guy, he had a bad temper and he drove a slave ship. Thank God that's not part of my history. So there's a main trail up there, and there's some information. We'll go check out the, I wanna check out the little plaque they have there, sort of the information area. And in case you're wondering why it's called Grape Island, right? Yeah, I'm sure that was the, once again, I'm a master of the painfully obvious. Always a good skill to have. So let's check this out. Big sign for park rules, which is awesome. Pretty simple. Mike gave us the info as we came in. And schedule of the boats that come in and out. It's also in Espanol, which is nice. Oh, 53.7 acres. Okay. So I was actually over by about 30 or 40 acres. So yeah, 53 acres is Grape Island. And so, you know, if the map is to scale, that means Bumpkin Island's probably about 47 acres. Slate Island's about a little less than half the size, so Slate's probably be about 20 acres. Alcohol is prohibited. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't realize that. And alternate campsites and toilets, which is right here. So we'll be using this toilet because the one for us is sadly, right there by the campsites, is sadly unavailable. But yeah, leave no trace. So that's pretty cool. It's funny, I know how guys, like when they do videos, right, of where they're staying, they go into their apartment or they go into their condo and they show everything. And of course, a lot of the videos that I watch and some that I make actually are of Southeast Asia. So therefore it's like, hey, does it have hot water? No, there's no hot water here, but it's hot. But the cool thing about that, this is a recycling system. No chemicals, nothing. And so basically it's just simply composted underneath. So it's imperfect and there's no light here. So you just make sure you bring a flashlight, and actually it makes for, you know, a fairly nice walk. So that's kind of cool. Actually Gracie's resting there underneath the trees, which means I have a smart girlfriend. Great path up there. I'll definitely take that a little bit later, but at the end of the day we have absolutely nothing to do except enjoy ourselves and make sure we're hydrated and make more videos. So it's Mike and Gracie over there saying, I hope you live in the dream, because if you are not living the dream, you are not on Grape Island. You've never been to the Boston Harbor Islands. And you're doing it wrong. And we don't do it wrong. You guys ever see cars that have LTD on it? Like limited? That's not what it stood for. It stands for living the dream. We got this. Honey, who's with me? Booyah. All day long. That calls for a selfie. Ta-da! Talk to you soon. Ciao. Small turkeys, yep. Guess I scared him away. Oh well.